Prepare yourselves, fellow nerds, for a journey into the anatomy of one of pop culture's most notorious villains. That's right, we're delving deep into the secrets of the one and only Shredder. As his blades gleam and his armor clanks, we're about to dissect the man, the myth, and the lethal masterpiece that is Oroku Saki. From his razor-sharp martial prowess to his knack for defying death like a villainous phoenix, we're peeling back the layers of this shadowy figure. So grab your katanas and don your ninja masks, for Shredder's anatomy is as complex as his plan to conquer, and it all starts here. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, let's begin.
You focus on me.
Who is Oroku Saki? How does he become Shredder? If you thought your Monday mornings were complicated, wait until you hear how Oroku Saki went from ninja rivalry to robotic mayhem. Flashback to the 1987 animated series of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where Saki wasn't just a dude with a complicated name. He was a ninja with ambitions that could give Lex Luthor a huge competition. As a member of the Foot Clan, Saki wanted nothing more than to swipe the leadership title from Hamato Yoshi, the head of the clan. Saki framed Yoshi for a murder plot, earning himself a one-way ticket to leadership. But hold your nunchucks, because Saki's tale doesn't stop there. He formed a partnership with Krang, a space outcast with an affinity for advanced tech. Krang dangled the carrot of scientific knowledge and fancy alien gadgets in front of Saki, and in return, the ninja dude was supposed to whip up a brand new robotic body for Krang. That was the barter they agreed to. Shred decided to unleash a mutant collection called Mutagen into the New York City sewers, hoping to clean up the Hamato Yoshi problem once and for all. Instead of erasing Yoshi from the picture, the mutagen turned him into a massive rat named Splinter, and as a bonus, it also birthed 4 little turtle rascals who'd eventually become the ninja legends we know and love. Saki, now rocking a sleek set of steel armor and a thirst for world domination, took on the moniker of Shredder. His Foot Clan morphed from traditional ninjas to a high-tech criminal gang that make Tony Stark raise an eyebrow. Plus, there was a Technodrome, a mobile fortress that gave Bond's gadgets a tough race. Oroku Saki's twisted journey from ninja rivalry to Shredder's reign of chaos was complete. Does he have magical abilities? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel a plot twist that even the Turtles themselves didn't see coming. We're diving deep into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe, where the old baddie Shredder has undergone a magical transformation that's shaking up the entire dojo. Training hall in Japanese, in case you weren't aware. Shredder, the OG villain, is back in town after a rather dramatic exit. But hold on to your pizza slices, because he's not wreaking havoc this time. He's gone all mystical and Doctor Strange on us. In the latest pages of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 132, our pal Oroku Saki has embraced a new gig as the head of the Splinter Clan. Yeah, Shredder is now the wizard in charge. As the ominous Armageddon game looms on the horizon, the Splinter Clan decides to give Shredder a shot at redemption. And guess what? It's paying off big time. This dude's not only schooling the turtles in the art of mysticism, but he's also showing each turtle how to channel their inner magic. It's like Shredder went from shredding to spellcasting, and he's nailing it. But let's rewind a bit. Magic isn't exactly new to Shredder. Long before his bad boy days, he was being trained by a witch goddess named Kitsune to be a human vessel for a freaking dragon. Plans went awry back then, but fast forward to the present, and Kitsune's back in action, revealing their shared magical past. Turns out, magic has always been Shredder's not-so-secret weapon, and now he's taken it up a notch. In a nutshell, Shredder's now the Turtles' go-to magic guru, like their own sorcerer supreme. Sure, he might not have a snazzy robe or a fancy title, but he's dishing out wisdom and spells left and right. And the best part? He's all about sharing the magical wealth, turning the Turtles from martial arts masters to mystic powerhouses. His corpse can transform him into mutated Shark Shredder. You won't believe the shell-shocking saga of the Shredder's wild resurrections. Once upon a time, in the early TMNT comics, our arch-nemesis Oroku Saki met his fiery end. Flames, funeral, and everything. But surprise, surprise, a mystical foot mystic swooped in and resurrected him, using some alien worms. These alien worms chow down on Shredder's remains and later hog on some shark. Due to this little dinner party, the worms now had the memories of the almighty Shredder, turning the worms into Shark Shredder. So, this new creation, who believes himself to be the real Shredder, is now out of control. The mutated monster goes hunting for the turtles, gets cozy in the sewers, and even kidnaps Splinter. The turtles, armed with their signature wit and weapons, enter the scene. They face off against Shark Shredder, and let's just say things get seriously fishy. This shark-worm clone fusion isn't just a beast, he's got some mystic powers that mess with the turtles' heads. Later, the Shark Shredder has a major reveal. He realizes he's more of a clone buffet than the real deal, and decides to chow down on his foot mystic ally. With mystical twists and shark-infused showdowns, this isn't your average resurrection saga. Ultimately, it takes a mashup of Splinter's wisdom, Turtle's brawn, and a splash of mysticism to bring Shark Shredder down for good. He can transform in Super Shredder. We're diving deep into the radical transformation of everyone's favorite bad guy, Shredder. But this ain't your ordinary upgrade. So, remember that time that Shredder tangled with Splinter and things got messy? Yep, that happened. Our favorite Foot Clan boss himself on the wrong side of a serious beatdown. What's a villain to do when he's all banged up and his ninja buddies need to find a new HQ? Well, Shredder needed some TLC, and that's where Baxter Fly, the mad scientist, comes into play. Now, Baxter's got some wicked skills in mutagen mixing. Shredder's all laid up and Baxter's tinkering with mutagen, cooking up a recipe for a super-powered Shredder. You'll find Shredder hooked up to a mutagen drip, his body undergoing a snarky transformation. Things got messed up as Shredder's patience runs thinner than a pizza crust. Impatience takes over and he demands the full mutagen treatment from Baxter, who's frantically trying to perfect the potion. The result? Say hello to Super Shredder, a massive, menacing mutant with a whole new set of blades and a serious upgrade in the muscles department. Super Shredder ain't your typical villain makeover. His armor's bulkier, spiked up, and streamlined all at once, followed by his disfigured face, a severe burn that leaves him almost blind in one eye. His helmet's fused with his skull, his outfit's tattered, and he's got this whole "I'm gonna crush you" vibe going on. He is the master of martial arts. This guy isn't just a villain. He's a ninja expert with skills that could put Bruce Lee to shame. Let's break it down, shall we? Martial arts. Prepare to be amazed because Shredder's ninja skills are immeasurable. This dude has been training since he could walk, making him a true master of art. He's not just a black belt, he's the whole dojo. Just ask the Turtles, who found themselves in a one-sided brawl against this ninja titan. Only Splinter and later Leonardo could give him a tough time. Incredible speed. Blink and you'll miss him. That's how fast Shredder is. The Turtles couldn't keep up with this lightning-fast moves, and even Donatello admitted it's like he's in multiple places at once. When it comes to combat, this guy's a blur of blades and ninja finesse. Great acrobat. Shredder's not just a brawler, he's got the agility of a cat and the reflexes of a ninja in his prime. His acrobatics are on point, allowing him to dance around foes like Leatherhead and keep pace with the Turtles. It's like he's doing a deadly ballet while kicking butt. Shredder's not just a bad guy. He's a martial arts maestro who will have you questioning if ninjas are real.
An intellect.
Is he the master of experiment? Hold on to your lab coats, fellow nerds, because we're diving into Shredder's crazy lab antics. You thought he was all about martial arts and villainy? Think again. So there's Shredder sporting his usual menacing look, and he's got this brilliant idea, or at least he thinks so. In an episode of the 1987 animated series, The Mutant Ninja Turtles, he's yapping about needing volunteers, and his henchmen are like, wait, we're not signing up for karaoke night. But nope, Shredder's got something else going on. An experiment that promises strength, powers, and the whole shebang. Now, his henchmen aren't exactly jumping at the opportunity. They're all, why bother, what's the catch? Shredder's all smooth talk, promising them the ability to crush their enemies like bugs. And what's his secret ingredient? Some mutant-making science. Shredder's got his eye on two of his unlucky lackeys. They're tied up into a lab where two animals are pulled in, a rhino and a warthog. These poor creatures got snatched up by robots and dragged underground to Shredder's lab. And guess what? The mystery unfolds and Boom! Say hello to Bebop and Rocksteady, the new mutant duo in town. Shredder's successful experiment. He might not be the Dexter kind of scientist, but he keeps trying. Why does he have samurai-like armor? Ever wonder why this ninja baddie is rocking that fearsome getup? That samurai-like armor? Here's the lowdown in a nutshell. We know he's got a backstory steeped in samurai tradition. As we know, Oroku Saki, the man behind the mask, used to lead the Foot Clan, a ninja gang that traces its roots back to good old feudal Japan. Saki didn't just hang up his katana after the samurai days. Nope, he brought that fierce spirit and ancient flair into the 21st century New York City. Now, talking about the armor, see, ancient samurai had a thing for freaking out their enemies before the real battle began, kind of like old-school Maori warriors with their intense face paint. It's all about psyching out your opponent, making them think twice before messing with you. Imagine trying to fight someone covered in spikes and blades. It's like facing a walking porcupine. But wait, there's more. Once the battle got down and dirty, it was all about hand-to-hand combat. Those samurai knew their stuff, and one trick up their sleeve, or armor, was using their opponent's armor against them. Grabbing a hold and throwing them off balance was considered a classic move. But here's what Shredder's armor takes up a notch. His outfit is like a fortress of blades, spikes, and caltrops. Try grabbing that and you're in for a prickly surprise. Shredder's armor isn't just about looking fierce. It's a fusion of samurai legacy, psychological warfare, and good old-fashioned comic book style. Does he have any kids? Now, before you start imagining baby ninjas with baby eyes, let's unravel the complex family web. When it comes to Shredder's family tree, we're in the dark. This dude has never been caught on comic panels actually changing diapers or attending parent-teacher meetings. And let's be real, the comic world hasn't exactly been keen on hosting a Shredder's Family Reunion special issue. Bimiko is a character from the Image Comics. Now, her parentage, well, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. Nobody officially confirmed whether Shredder was her old man or if she grew up crooning lullabies to a poster of him. Then there's Karai, the ninja powerhouse who just so happens to be the daughter of Shredder. Well, kind of. In the movies, they're definitely rocking that father-daughter dynamic. Elsewhere, it's a whole different ballgame. Their relationship does the cha-cha across various versions. Sometimes Karai's his adopted kid, while in others, Shredder's the granddaddy in the picture. While Shredder might be a ruthless villain, his family's tree got more twists than a pretzel factory. Whether he's a ninja daddy or just a boss in the eyes of his potential kids, we'll keep reading and uncovering those juicy family secrets. Is he immortal? Let's dive into the wild world of Shredder's deaths and his ability to keep bouncing back like a ninja-themed boomerang. Firstly, let's talk classic Mirage Studios. In the original series by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, Shredder bites the dust when Leonardo's blade meets his chest and Donatello pulls off some grenade juggling. But wait, surprise twist. He resurfaces like a mutant whack-a-mole, revealing he's just a clone puppet mastered by Foot Mystics. In their rematch, Leo's got the slicing skills and it's hasta la vista Shredder. Later, he reappears in the comic Tales, yet another Foot Mystic does some mad science, merging Shredder's remains with a shark, making the Shark Shredder. With revenge mission in full swing, he meets his end after a tango with Casey, Splinter, and a fantastic finale. Next stop, the Archie comics. This Shredder is a blend of the '87 cartoon and comic vibes. We're talking rival Foot Clan members, jealousy, and banishment. In his finale, Shredder locks horns with the Turtles over a mutagen jackpot. Spoiler alert, things don't end well for him. He winds up vegging out in a vegetative state. Remember the 90s movie? Shredder's got a scar on his face thanks to Splinter, and they have a rooftop throwdown. The Turtle Sensei sends him off the roof post, which he lands into a garbage truck, and Casey Jones, the hot-tempered vigilante, gives him a one-way ticket to the trash compactor. It's assumed that this killed Shredder. But wait, there's more. TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze, introduced a revived Shredder, which means he didn't die the last time. He's all about that mutant life now, using the formula on himself to morph into the Super Shredder. Plot twist, a pure collapse does the deed and he dies. Zoom ahead to the 2012 animated series where Shredder's got a rocky relationship with Yoshi. He becomes a mutant Super Shredder, leading to a showdown with Leo. This time, Shredder gets decapitated, but surprise, a zombie comeback thanks to Cavaxis shakes things up. Shredder throws in a heroic twist, sending them both and Cavaxis back to the Netherworld. IDW Publishing, anyone? This Shredder, aka Takeshi Tatsuo, is all about that Dragon Warrior legacy. Murder, resurrection, and some intense battles follow. But in a Shredder vs. Splinter clash, Saki bites the dust, paving the way for a new Foot Clan era. The bottom line? No matter how many times he gets trounced, Shredder's like a stubborn shadow, he'll always find a way to creep back and take on those heroes in a half shell. Whether clone, zombie, or reincarnated warrior, Shredder's got more lives than a cat chasing its own tail. Marvelous verdict as we wrap our minds around the intricate fabric that is Shredder's anatomy. It's clear that this villain's legacy is as resilient as his armored hide. From his samurai roots to his robotic revivals, Shredder embodies the very essence of resilience, defying comic book mortality with a grin that's as wicked as his blades. So, my fellow nerds, let's raise a metaphorical glass to the master of mayhem, the commander of chaos, and the eternal foe of our shell-clad heroes. Remember, in the words of Shredder himself, tonight I dine on turtle soup. But for now, let's feast on the dissected secrets of the one and only Shredder. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.